Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a bit more Stardew Valley. Last time where we left off, we just managed to finally get into the second spring. And I'm curious what we're going to be doing now, because I haven't planned anything. Let's see. The Bunny and Bean Farm, we have a lot of little rumps. By the way, I don't remember now what I did wrong last time that I had to replay a day. I actually just left it on this screen then closed the game instead of as in on the screen where you get the money or totaled up. And then I closed the game instead of, well, properly opening it again. Good morning, Blackie. And properly saving it. Good morning, Kindview. Good morning, Ali. Good morning, Ali. Good morning, Raijin. Good morning, Okniapa. Good morning, Ayagara. Good morning, Ether Hunter. Good morning, Yauhayake. Good morning, Phoenix. Good morning, Rick the Shade. And good morning, Stair Dweller. Welcome, guys. Hope you had a good night. So let me let the rabbits outside. Hopefully our grass is holding up. So let's see. I may want to remove those... Yeah, actually, let's just do this right now. I'm removing the floor here so there's more grass that can grow in places here. Here anyways. So, good morning to you, Satsil. Good morning to you, Extinctosaur. Good morning, Slee. Good morning, Pony. Good morning, Metal. Good morning, Silverfire. Good morning, Rumbly. Good morning, Profness. Good morning, Alright. Good morning, Striker. Good morning, Leflin. Good morning, Chaos Kitty. And then to our newest little ones, right over here. Also, don't worry, I'm not trampling the plant. There's no trample damage. Good morning to you, Vintage Luke. Good morning to you, Setsaromus. Good morning to you, Komaru. Good morning, Potato Taco. Good morning, Luvana. Good morning, Scuza Maru. Good morning, Doododood. Good morning, Elspire. Good morning, Delfringer. Good morning, Choseon. Good morning, Listem. And good morning, Ryoda. Ryoda? Welcome. Did I miss anyone? Hope I didn't miss anyone. So, let's let those outside as well. Did I open up this? I did. Alrighty. All happy little rabbits jumping around. I like it. Just need one more coop, and I think the goal for today is going to be completing that coop. That will be what we're looking for. Maybe keeping track of those plants down here too. Also, it's Friday, so the ladies over here. Hey, good morning, XF. How are you doing? Welcome. Oh, yeah, the Grimer belongs on top of the screen. But I appreciate the shout. Normally Grimer's a bit further to the left though. But he wanders, he likes to wander. Oh, how? There's an albacore right there, which we like to catch. Eggplants, that's in fall. Escargot, butter-soaked snails cooked to perfection. I'm not sure about that. Fiddlehead risotto. We would like to have the fiddlehead fern in the first place. Rare seed. When do I need to plant this? Sow in fall. Alright. A bit difficult. A rhubarber pie. Alrighty, nothing too terribly exciting in my opinion. Alrighty, so I think we need more wood and we need more rocks to create our next coop. I'm just going to get wood. I wanted to... hang on, here we go. Potato tacos, that's delicious right now. It might. So I think we would need more silos as well. probably 2 more silos. I don't know whether one would cover the entire winter for them. I don't think it would. Oh, hey, there's a little tree there. That tree is what we're looking for. To put a tapper on it, or tap. There's the taps. There's the taps. By the way, should I plant more trees here? I would like to have more trees. Should I plant there? Or maybe even fruit trees? What do you guys think? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Only one of those so far, but that's okay. Or we could just let the green trees at the bottom there grow and just expand themselves. That's a possibility. They do sometimes just sow seeds around them, which tend to grow as well. Hello, I would like to get through here. Might be difficult. That's alright. Ooh, a peach. Do we need a peach still? I don't remember. Let's see, I don't think we still need a peach. Artisan, we do! Oh, that's really good actually. We could complete this one right now if we decided to spend our apple as well. Let me see. So this is the artisan bundle. Animal bundle would require quite a bit more. Maybe I'm just going to get a duck. Like, just once we build the next coop, we get a duck until we get a duck egg, and then we sell it again. And a regular chicken as well. I'm not sure. Maybe I could just go with a barn instead. That would give us... well, actually, large goat milk and large cow milk. That's a long time until we get that. So, well... yeah, that could take a while. Not sure. For the bundle is where we need the 3 apples. We need the oak resin, which is where I placed the tapper finally. We need the red cabbage. I believe that is a summer crop. And here, fiddlehead fern we can get. The truffles we would need to have a pig. So that would mean a barn. Maki roll we would need to cook, but I can't cook right now because I don't have the house upgraded. Maple syrup should actually be arriving somewhat soonish. Fiddlehead fern, I believe that is something we can plant as well eventually. So, I need more wood. Also, hello. I like you. Isn't it interesting? We literally upgraded the hoe just for the beginning of the spring season. That's it. We're not really going to use the upgrade as much any other way. Like, we could just do this to try and get some clay, but it's kind of silly. Hey Linus, how are you doing? There we go. Here. It's a great gift, thank you. I have Fiddlehead Forest in the Hidden Forest in the summer. Alrighty, that was how it was. Thank you. So, I need rocks. And you know what? At the same time, we might as well try to go and defeat more of those little enemies that we are looking for as well. Those are slimes. We still need more slimes. We also need bugs. We always need copper, really. I'm looking mainly for the big rocks. That way, we have it a bit more efficiently. But at the same time, might as well smash those rocks over here. It will also give us some more coal along the way, which is nice too. Eventually anyways. Oh, just going to go down here. Bump. Don't need you, little crab. You're not on the list of hunting things. But we always know there's a ladder at the end of this area here, so you don't really need to worry about finding a ladder, not finding it. Just smashing all those rocks that guarantee 2 or 3 stones is what I'm doing right here. That is my basic goal, essentially. We opened a quarry across the bridge. Oh, that's a really good point. I forgot about that. We did indeed open up the quarry. We have not even taken a look at that either. Oh, by the way, those are the piglets? Daggers? I think they're called daggers or something like that. And basically they just jump up wherever you are walking. Those are little meanies basically. We only need like 20 of them, so they are pretty easy to hunt down. But yes, actually that's a really good point. We did unlock the section over here where we, well, repair the bridge thanks to one of the greenhouse things being complete. And what's over here? A whole lot of rocks. Like a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. What do we do with rocks? Well, we just smash them. And I did get a cherry bomb. Might as well use it. Boom. Unfortunately not even particularly large of an impact, but so here's the thing. You may be able to tell there's a lot of types of rocks here. There's a ton of ore here too. So you would think, huh, that's actually a really nice place. But in a sense, it's a lot like the previous section in the east side of the beach. Initially, when you go over there for the first time, you find a ton of corals and sea urchins. It's a similar kind of deal here where, well, we will find a lot of stuff. Even the diamond is down there, a lot of iron. You can't just harvest, quote unquote, those rocks once in a while. They do reappear every day a few. But for it to get this dense in this entire thing, that takes, well, about a year, probably. I don't actually know how it looks the very first day you might be here. But this is another place where if you really don't like going to the mine, this is an easy place to get other types of materials one way or another. So what you can do is just only mine all the rocks away. Actually, no, never mind. I think the most efficient thing to do in this area here is to just always keep it 100% clean, then you have the highest chance of more rock spawning, and those rocks, because there are more, you have more chances of spawning other stuff too. Like iron, diamonds, gold, copper, all of those things basically. Is the purpose of this game mostly to feel zen and relaxed? Pretty much for most people that know play this game, yes, indeed. Which is why this is so nice. There's no stress, I can basically do this entire thing as quick or slow as I want to. There's not really any consequence for me to achieve certain things and not achieve certain things. So I'm basically just taking my time with things. I'm not optimizing stuff, although if something in the vein of optimizing things is relaxing to you, there's nowhere written that you're not allowed to do that. In fact, I think that's even encouraged to an extent, because it's really nice to just have the opportunity to, I could optimize this, and that can be very satisfying too in the end. That does not sound too pleasant, Supremacy. It does indeed not sound too pleasant. So, I'm coming back here tomorrow because there's a really nice minecart here. And we can get there pretty much instantly. Isn't that curious? Pick up the leek, pick up the dandelion. Oh, it's a daffodil, not a dandelion, that's a different thing. And then we do this. Just put stuff away that we don't need at this point anymore. Someone wanted a jade actually, hang on. No, that's too late already for the jade. I'm not, I might just keep it anyways. So, put this in here. What else can I put in there? All the things that are for building in general. Maybe... No, the grass starter I'm going to put in the other chest. So, that's that. Don't need this thing for now. Put the grass starter in here as well. Put those in here. And I would like to get those things going again. Who would like to be a duck instead of a rump, by the way? If you were to be a duck, who would like to be a duck instead of a rump? I forgot to put that over there. That's okay. Oh, we actually have a lot of rocks now. 666 exactly. Nice. Good night. You can be a duck. Are you sure you don't want to be a rump? Also, Adam, wasn't this one of those games you wanted to avoid watching? Maybe you might be just listening. I can really think too. So, by the way, if you ever play this, are you going to stream it? That would be awesome. I think that was it, right? Either way, Mothila, I'm really craving a fresh apricot. I haven't been able to find one at the store, so I'm asking you. I'll pay for it. I will pay well. I will pay you well for it. There we go. I didn't do that right. An apricot. I don't have apricots, but if I ever get one from the fruit bats, I'm going to bring that to you. Sure, why not? So, good morning everybody. This is going to be really difficult to pet all of you when you're just jumping around like this. Good morning. What is CK2 again? CK just always reminds me of Combat Knife, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. Good morning, good morning. Crusader Kings 2. I don't really know that game. Sneaky rabbits, some of them want to have more than one pet, so they just kind of sneak around to a different plot spot where I have not been yet. Paradox Grand Strategy game, super comps but can also be super fun. Interesting. So it might be something that DDRJ plays, I take it. Grand Strategy is indeed very intriguing, but I feel like it would take a while for me to get into those kinds of games. I like watching them once in a while. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on, Adam, it's okay. Don't worry about it too much. If someone just goes immediately into lurk mode after saying one thing, I'm not going to be mad, and I will not know whether you're in lurk mode or whether you're just doing something else. Don't worry about it. You're overthinking this, I think. Maybe I'm underthinking it? I highly doubt that, though. So, the rabbits are just eating everything. Hello. I love the rabbits just hopping around here. It's awesome. Aww. I apologize. Fair enough. What are the log posts for? I guess for trees. The log posts here have a very specific purpose. You know how the rabbits just eat all the grass here? Well, let's put it this way. If I put a log post right there on top of a patch of grass, this means the patch of grass will not get eaten under the log post, so, well, it doesn't serve as food. But that patch of grass will instead serve as a little insurance that, well, it can spread out every day a little bit more of the grass, and then the rabbits can eat the spread out pieces of grass, making it effectively more efficient when they are just around here. So basically I can place a log post right here. And now the rabbits are not going to be able to eat this one because they can't get onto the square. But this grass here can just spread around of it. Hello. And, well, that will help us quite a bit. Enjoy Vivo Node, and thank you once again for dropping by. Enjoy your day, good sir. Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like to... Now that he's no longer listening, I can say that, probably. If you like someone who, well, is working very diligently on a game, streaming all the entire process of it, Adam13531 is actually quite interesting to watch. And if you're looking for streams that you can just put on in the background, because you might not need to pay attention all the time, like, well, this one around here, I can recommend that too. And hey, JRO16, welcome. How are you doing? So by the way, what you can do with the quarry here as well, you can actually place stuff like crystallariums, or you can also do various other things in this area here. So you actually can use this space for different purposes than just mining those rocks. Which is a quite interesting thought, because what would you use it for? Well, bee houses are a bit awkward because there's no flowers around. It would still produce honey, mind you, but it would still be a bit awkward. I don't think you can plant things here. I don't actually know that. Let me actually get some saplings. Actually, hang on. No, must be planted on farm. So you can't plant any, well, crops over here. It's going quite well. I hope it's going well for you as well. Crystallarium farm full of diamonds. I mean, yeah, you could do that. Would be pretty, well, extensive. You could also just put all those thingies here over there. Those casks that create wine. Because you only need to really know when they are going to be ready at some point and to just harvest all of them and refill them. You find it interesting when Yaga min-maxes things like putting grass on the poles, but then puts a iridium sprinkler next to a pond where it only covers like 6 tiles. Yeah. I mean, it's more efficient to use an iridium sprinkler for those. Wild honey, neat. It's more efficient to use an iridium sprinkler for those than it is to use a regular sprinkler for those, because you need to use less sprinklers. It's pretty simple, isn't it? By the way, our coffee is growing really nicely. I don't think any of the crows have showed up yet to eat the stuff. Let's see. You haven't encountered any crows yet. Oh, that's convenient. You didn't have any work. So just enjoy your day, little scarecrow. What about you? You scared off 2 crows. Wow, working. Haven't encountered any crows yet. Probably being covered by this guy as well. No, he has not seen any crows either. Did I ask you already, good sir? No crows. What about you? No crows. Alrighty. The Ramana record is safe in that case. No crows. No crows. Alrighty. Whoops. I keep forgetting I put the chest over here now. And you? No crows either. You also thought animals ate your plants if you didn't fence them in? Oh, yeah, no they don't. I would be surprised if they would find those coffee plants to be tasty. Although, real rabbits would probably just go, huh, what's that? That looks interesting. Rump. How many rabbits do we have? Not enough yet. Speaking of which, I should have gone to Robin today to start building the last coop. That's okay. Let's go to the desert and actually defeat? Get some more palm trees. We have currently 3 times 12 rabbits, which is 36. Minus 1, because 1 is a chicken. The chicken is actually the very first animal we had on our farm. Alrighty, here, more trees have grown. And eventually this will create maple syrup. I have enough cloth to marry Emily. Interesting. I mean, I have enough rabbit's food. No, I wanted to go to the thingy. Oh man. Alright, I guess not today. We have enough rabbit's food to marry anyone, I would say. If we really wanted to do that. I believe Penny, by the way, is a teacher. So that's why she's just walking around with the kids, probably showing them stuff. Kind of neat. Good morning, everybody. Let us try another round of this thing here. The librarian, right. Wow, can you even make that jump? That might have been one of those jumps that is just pixel perfect, literally. Or not even possible, I don't know actually. Oopsie. Uh-oh, this is bad. I had one more life than I thought I had. Some jumps are impossible. I've never seen it that an individual jump was literally impossible, actually. I've always seen a combination of jumps that each one of the game considers to be reasonable and doable. But I've never seen an individual jump being impossible by itself. Well, actually, that's not true. Sometimes you have situations like, well, where your cart is just going too fast. You can technically make the jump by height, but because you can't jump quick enough, straight up, and you don't land in time anymore. Either way, this is a whole bunch of luck, but, well, let's see whether we are lucky today. And good enough for that matter. You like everyone except Haley, but I'm sure she's cool once you actually befriend her. Yeah, probably. As in, no, I know that, that's true. I needed to jump way later there. And I didn't jump in time. But yes, also even Haley becomes a pretty reasonable lady. Uh-oh. I hoped I would make that jump. Let's try this again. Wow. Like the most common impossible set of jumps is when you basically need to jump up a stair step, which your car is just going way too fast, and your vertical speed compared to your horizontal speed is just, well, not good enough essentially. We also dislike the lack of control over jump height. It feels like there is basically like only 5 different jump heights. There's not much in between the individual ones. I think they are fine. What I would change about this would be that when you respawn and hold down the jump button, it should jump you at the first possible moment. That's what I would change about this. Because this is just kind of, well, when you respawn, it's just like, do you get the timing right to do that pixel perfect jump because you just spawned at the edge of that little thing in the... If you don't press it frame perfectly, you're just going to be falling down. That's the one thing I would change personally. But the rest, you know, it's kind of like the rest of the game. It requires a bit of luck. And I'm okay with that. Because it can be nice to just get lucky too. Because sometimes you have really easy patterns which more or less just allow you to complete the game without any trouble, really. The nice thing is you can actually go really far off the track before you and still be able to jump. Like really far off the track. That was a bit too far off the track before I jumped. Just wanted to demonstrate it, but oh well. That's alright. Yeah, I still haven't beaten Prairie King. Prairie King, if you get a ton of money in the beginning, you have a really good shot at beating it, but without that, it's really, really difficult. I should not have jumped that far. Ah. No! Oh, that was an easy one and I messed that up. Well, I messed it up. That was mine. That was all mine. By the way, there's another weird box up here that you can't do anything with. Has anyone ever figured out what you can do with this box here? I know there was another box that we already activated which gave us that super weird statue. But aside from that... Basically there's certain items you can put in those weird boxes. And... yeah. Yes, Supremacy, I would like to know. What do you need to put into that box in order to get something out of it? I could go fishing. Why? I'm not sure. But I could. An option. It's not like I didn't see the muscle up there, by the way. It's more like I'm too lazy to pick up stuff sometimes. Yeah, whatever. Let's just pick it up. It's duck mayonnaise? Interesting. Speaking of mayonnaise, I should have brought him some void mayonnaise. Hey, how are you doing? Hash browns. Oh, it turns up there is a little bit out of reach. Alrighty. I have no idea how to get in here, by the way. But I think this is basically endgame content after 2 years and stuff. Probably. Oh hey, spring onions. Spring onions are actually not really worth anything for selling. I'm not sure I should... Well, actually the spring onions are probably better to keep around than the blackberries. Maybe I should just start using up the blackberries already. That would be reasonable. Super cucumber north of the blacksmith. Yes, we've actually done that already. Curious, interesting enough. A strange bun in Vincent's room. Who was Vincent? Also, I would need to be friends with him first. So it's duck mayonnaise, super cucumber, strange bun. The emo kit? I see. Make friends with the wizard to unlock the rest of the areas. Really? What does the wizard like? What can we bring him? I like the idea of making friends with the wizard. He's pretty awesome. Have I even introduced myself to everyone yet? Nope. We'll still need 8 people. Oh, emo kid is Sebastian. Vincent is the child. Interesting. Wizard loves void essence. Well, that's an easy one. Alrighty, we're going to bring him some void essence tomorrow. Rabbit feet are your best bet for presents. I guess those always work indeed. But at the same time, they're also really good for selling. Everyone but Penny loves them. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Penny's one of the more interesting ones, I feel like. Can you marry the wizard? I want to marry the wizard. He'll give us free stuff, right? I wouldn't want to marry a wizard, I don't think. I know you can't, by the way. Don't worry. Penny hates them? Wow. Good night, kitty. Someone that made a mod to let you marry the wizard. I mean, I know that. I know there's a mod for marrying literally all of the characters, including the kids, which I'm not sure about that one. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, already hopping around, romping my grass, which, well, that's what it is for here. I just wish you would do the romping of the grass slightly more intelligently, because then it would also keep growing. Good morning, Okniapo. So, void essence. I'm going to put this on my hotbar, hopefully reminding me of what I want to do with it. Good morning. Oh, Niagara, you've been over here already? I just love how the rabbits just jump around in those little fields. Hey, come back here, I need to pet you. I'm not going to be able to pet all of them, because that's just too difficult to figure out where all of them are, especially once they are in the coffee field where the coffee plants have grown up all the way. This will be pretty much impossible. I know Leah really likes salad. Oh, hey, immoral. We no longer need it, but, well, we can sell it. I like having trees here, so I'll probably just keep them around. It's also Sunday, we can do a thing here. Let's also see whether the... No. No more sap yet. You know, I've created pathways. Ooh, those things grew already. So we need 5 gold quality parsnip seeds. And we already have them. Nice. Don't need to worry about that anymore. Did we just pick up anything else? No, only parsnips. We are waiting for those other plants too, which actually... Here, might as well. Plant those here, no. Why not? Hello! Apricot sapling. Someone wanted an apricot tree. Let's just get it. Cauliflower. Huh. It's a bit late for that one. We already have cauliflower in production. Dancing grass. Sweet chamberry. Huh. It's by far the sweetest thing you've ever smelled. So those rare seeds actually grow into sweet chamberries. I'm going to get that actually. They are pretty much the most individually valuable crop you can sell, but they take an entire season to grow in fall. What are you doing? Holding the hats up like this. This is just weird. But the thing is, the sweet chamberry can be used to acquire something rather special over here. Kind of neat, in fact. Right here. And we get a starfruit for it. Our energy bar grows. We did get a poppy already, so that's not a concern anymore, but thank you, I appreciate the shout out. You found a star drop, your mind is filled with the thoughts of Twitch. I should have written Twitch in hindsight. Basically, the original idea was, once again, in case anyone does not know, the original idea was to just kind of point out you, the viewer, but it worded a bit awkward. It's literally just a replacement for rabbit sprites to be rabbits instead. That's it. Nothing more fancy than that. It's pretty basic. You just replace rabbits with, well, different rabbits, so to speak. It's only visual, nothing else. It's still, by all intents and purposes, those are rabbits, so to speak. No, I do not eat the void mayonnaise. Oh, right, we actually wanted to go to the wizard too. I could have done that while I was down there. That's okay. So, 5 of those, 1 of a regular parsnip. Then anything else? No, nothing else has grown yet. Where do we plant the apricot tree, ladies and gentlemen? Where would you like to see that? Also, oh, we leave the... You know what? The bee house is in the way of the thing. I'm just going to plant the bee house further south. Where it also will get some flowers, just along the way, because why not? Greetings to you, Donny Share. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Welcome. Hello, do you like parsnips? Is this a gift? Oh. Oh, well, I guess you need to... I guess she's a child, she doesn't like vegetables. She wants all the sweet stuff. Probably. Hello! Void essence. Do you like void essence? Here, I have some void essence for you. Do you want it? Would you like to have it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? No? Okay. He didn't say anything. Dun, dun. The OP was it? OP frog at some point? I've never seen the OP frog actually. I've only ever seen OS frog. So, just to confirm, red cabbage is a summer crop, right? Also, ladies and gentlemen, would you like to see me use a different hat sometimes? We had the blue bonnet already, we had the official cap, and the lucky bow. What hat should we wear now? I like the top hat a lot, but we can change it up once in a while. The first answer I see 3 times is going to be the one that wins. So, which one should you pick? Interesting. So, Gurglock says cool cap, Balderlord says Daisy, Grobly says Cowgirl Supremacy says Daisy. By the way, the options are Cowgirl Hat, Watermelon Band, Southwester, Daisy, Cool Cap, and Good Old Cap. Official cap we already had, Donishare, so you would need to pick something else. Red Cabbage is summer, thank you. So, I believe we had 3 times Daisy. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a nice little Daisy. It is so hard to see, by the way, in the inventory. But hey, we have a pretty Daisy now in Inha. Thank you for voting, appreciate that. As I said, the first one that reached 3 people mentioning the thing. We now have a pretty Daisy. We already also had the lucky bow as mentioned. Shuramoth. Sure. Hello. You like parsnips? This is a really nice gift, thank you. Oh, she does like parsnips. Right, she also... I think one of her favorite things is salad. So... makes sense. By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm just giving stuff to random people that I happen to walk by. I don't really have a plan. Also, let's actually give this thing to him. Some people may have gotten upset already. Hi. Aha! This is imbued with potent arcane energies. It's very useful for my studies. Thank you. I sometimes observe the local villagers in secret. I did not need to know that. I am hoping to find an apprentice. Someday I will leave this mortal plane, but my arcane pursuits must continue. Oh, I can be that one. I'm okay with that. So, did someone have an opinion where we put the apricot tree? I don't even know when that thing grows. In spring? Oh, that's a bit late now. It takes an entire season to grow. Where do I put this? I think somewhere over here would be nice. I'm just going to plant it right there. Do days matter for crop growth or just season changes? Both. Basically, it takes a certain amount of days until the crop is fully grown, and then when they also only grow during certain seasons and just completely wither once the next season rolls around. Meow. Da, 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 da. Right, I wanted to start building the next coop. Oh well, I might do this first thing next morning. Bring also more void essences to our friend the wizard. I wonder whether the week ends actually after Sunday. Would actually makes the most sense. Let's put our top hat in here for now. And anything else I want to keep? Not really. Just putting this in here, not to. If you don't have enough days left in the season, it's pointless to plant them. Yes, indeed. The trees are slightly different in that they will still grow and never actually wither, so you don't lose them in a sense. But it's still not all that useful if you plant a spring tree right now, which is what I just did. So, I was going to sell those, these. I already put some into the community center, just in case you're wondering. And hey, Richter Shade, I'm having a good day indeed. Welcome to you as well. How are you doing? And I think that's it for our today. Good night. Dun, dun. A cobblestone path is worth 1 gold each. Interesting. Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Oops. Come on. There we go. One of you have not pet yet. Which one? You it was. Kind of miss a little bit the romp sounds. But to be fair, they never actually romp my hand. Those are super tame farm rabbits. Those are way different than, well, wild rabbits or house rabbits, which we have a mix of that in our chat. Ooh, iridium quality. I forgot again. Is iridium quality pool better or not better than what we have? Can you just walk over here? You can. Oh. Oh, that's really difficult to pet you guys under there. Because I can't see you. So we're visiting the wizard and then we go over to the other lady, I think. See anything new grown here? Nope. Nothing of relevance anyways. Wow, that reach. Pretty impressive. Hello, Mr. Wizard. I have another void essence for you. Let me actually see real quick. Social wizard. We already gave him 2 gifts. I guess a gift quote unquote wears off after a week. So that makes the most sense. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous range in absorbing those items. I've never had an iridium band before, I don't think. I may have had and just forgot. A sentient taco. I'm just curious. I need to check again. So, let's take a bunch of stones with us. Wood. I don't know whether we need hardwood. I don't know whether we need copper bar or clay. Okay. Ooh, let's actually see whether we have something more from our lovely fruit bats. Nope, not today. Oh, but a pine tar has grown all the way. Another one of those. Alright. You know what? We might want to visit those sometime soon. Just because, why not? So... Hey Robin, how are you doing? Construct farm buildings, and this is going to be our final coop here. We're going to be building it all the way in the southwest. Somewhere around here. Maybe I could see to place it further up. I can always move it, so it will be fine, but I'll need to check whether I can actually move those bushes around. Thank you. You would think after the third coop I would finally memorize as in how many items and things it takes, but nope. Hold on. Daffodils. I love daffodils. So someone would like to have something. Bored. Could someone bring me the cauliflower? You're bored and I need to bring you cauliflower. Don't have any. What do you do with a cauliflower when you're bored? I guess it would make rather fancy... What's the word? Patterns if you just put color onto a cauliflower. Hi, do you like those? Not a huge fan of this. There. Spring onions are not that great. I mean, to be fair, we also know that Abigail eats rocks. Amethyst, to be specific. So I wouldn't be too surprised when she just eats those cauliflowers raw as well. I think Abigail is secretly a cyborg. That sounds about right. Hey little one, do you like spring onions? No, I haven't. This isn't very fun. Hi. I wanna be just like my big brother when I grow up. You like those? No, I have not given a Kent a gift today. It's This is exactly... Oh, it's a spring onion. Not so good, I guess it. She's not duck. Speaking of ducks. Oh, right, we actually haven't built the coop yet. But I'm going to probably just purchase a duck. For our community center. Maybe I should briefly buy a barn as well. Or build a barn just to get those other thingies. Because we need still quite a few things. We can get by this bundle here without trouble. We will get the spring crops, no question. The summer crops we will get, no question. We will get the... we actually already have the quality crops now, but the animal bundle... we still need a large milk and a large goat milk, or a duck egg, or the large eggs. Actually, the 2 types of large eggs and the duck egg would already do the trick. So maybe, just maybe, we are going to first buy a bunch of ducks and chicken. Because that would make more sense. Maybe she thinks it's pop rocks. I don't know what pop rocks are. But possible. So... just put those in here. I actually don't really have anything else to do, did I? We could just... watch the rabbits jump around. And talk a little bit. It's candy, basically. I see. Fair enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you were to play a challenge playthrough of this game here, Stardew Valley, what would your preferred challenge playthrough be? As in, any type of challenge playthrough. It could be some form of a speedrun to try get a certain goal achieved as quick as possible. You could just try to, well, currently Fruit Bats is only ever selling items to that he basically prepared as meals. As in, he's the king of sauce or something like that. Or maybe you could just say you want to get everything, but with the limitation of never going into the mine, or maybe never go into the other place. Complete museum percent? Could be difficult, I have no idea how to do that. Probably just a lot of running around. But at the same time, complete museum percent is more in the vein of, well, you just need to get lucky and probably play a lot. I'm not sure if it would coincide with this being specifically a challenge. Wilderness with no plant farming, only animals with no fences. Wilderness, I see. Get to 1 million money earned in the first year. Interesting. Only sell cooked meals, sounds fun. Of course, you need to get the kitchen first. Yes, and how do you do that? Well, prepared meals and cooked is basically the idea, so the only thing you can sell initially until we get the thing is field snacks. Yes, that takes ages. Kitty! You kind of crushed up hard candy that fizzles and pops when you put it in your mouth. Oh, I see. I never liked those actually. I also don't like carbonated water, so there's that. Hey Blood, welcome, how are you doing? Legendary fish percent, either seeing or how long it takes to catch your first or for catching them all. That's an interesting one. Speaking of legendary fish, which legendary fish are available during spring? We could probably just branch out and try that. I think that would be a worthwhile thing to do too. Pacifist mine run, region level 120 without killing an enemy. I see. You're fine? That sounds nice. By the way, we don't have any chicken on our farm. And yet there's still something making that coo noise. Do 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 do. Do do do. Good morning. Good morning. Do do do. Do do do. Haha, blood one. Nice. Hey, your flowers have grown. Isn't that lovely? Nice. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, Rabbi's behind the thing today. And they're just playing around. It looks really nice to just watch them hop through the grass. I see you. That's so adorable. Ooh, we have a potato. Potato is nice. It will allow us to fill up the community center just a little bit more. Oh, and here we finally also have an oak resin. Wait, this is not maple syrup, this is oak resin. Do we need oak resin? Oak resin, we do. Yes, for the enchanter. Good. 2 legendary fish appear to be available in spring. The legend in the mountain lake area near the lock, or the mutant fish in the sewers. Mutant carp, any of Demo, spring, and rain for the legend. I see, so we can go and hunt for fish. Sounds like a plan. You can only catch a legend after catching the other legendary fish. Oh, I see. Fair enough. So we basically would have to wait an entire year to catch the legend. So the one we have available right now is just the other one down there. Lots of mods updating. Wow. At least you have an easy way to manage your mods, I imagine. Which is nice. Oh. Why would you ever fish here? Because... I don't know. Your fishing tackle has worn out. That's unfortunate. White algae? You really want to pull that out? Of the sewers? Actually, I'm not sure I want to pull anything out of the sewers myself. Well, I mean... Oh, you can catch legend even if you haven't caught the other fish? Interesting. I just know that... Oh, hi. This is the legend fish indeed. Oh, that was an easy one. There's a mutant carp. You have caught one of the legendary fish. Can I get multiple of those? Just a carp. Requires max fishing skill though. Oh, I see. So I would need to fish a lot in order to prepare for that. One of each except for legend, which you can catch as many as you want. Curious. Alright, so there's not really much of a point anymore to continue here. That's fair. Thank you for the information. Why did you think otherwise? Probably just certain things influencing your mind. Actually, I could have given the void mayonnaise to the other guy. Hey, do you like carps from the sewers? Hi. This item gives me a terrible feeling. I have to dispose of it. Wow. That's probably a response where he hates that item. To be fair, that's a fair response to something we caught in the sewers. I'm sorry. It was a rumor back in one day. Nobody likes carp, they're gross. Really? I mean, I don't like fish in general, but I figured someone likes carp. That man knows a sewer fish when he smells one. Yep. Let's see. Would a sardine be better for him? Or something like that? Actually, I can't check that right now. Isn't sardine normally a really large fish? Wait, that's tuna. Tuna is really large. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. So, what could we talk about otherwise? Did I bring the wizard dude another one of the void essences? I don't think I have yet. I probably should do that before I forget about it again. Hang on. No, I've given him enough. Get a fishy. Insta Rage, thank you for 5 rounds in a row. Really appreciate that. Welcome back. And well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Let us talk about favorite games, I would say. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your favorite games? But not all-time favorite, but with restrictions of where you just felt like the sound design was amazing. Like just kind of the sound design that it does not necessarily include the music, but it can be part of the music. Just kind of the sound effects, how they sound, how they work, the attention to detail in general, just in terms of sound effects. What games do you think are the best ones in that category? Obviously all of this is subjective, derp. And some people may never even have really paid attention to that, so that's perfectly fine too. Just kind of to get you thinking about sound effect design wise. And how much do you think it contributes to the game overall being really good? Let's see. Fish taco percent. Get everything ready and cook one as fast as you can. That would be interesting, yes. So the first response we have here that I see is, I think, you lost your sound effects in Wind Waker. Interesting. What of the sound effects, if I may ask, as in, what specifically about them makes you think they are really good? Is it just one specific portion you're thinking of, or the entire game? And then we have Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2. The same question. Is it the entire just way the entire game is set up, or do you think of a specific place, or do you just think the sound effects in general do have really good quality, or they just fit really well or set the atmosphere really good? You would have to play through all the games you've played before to give a good answer for it. Interesting. Probably Mario game. Mario 64. Super Mario World. The sound effects in those games just fit with the overall theme of the games. Persona 5 has a fantastic soundtrack which really ended up making it super memorable for me, though there's not much of the sound effects. Well, I mean, the soundtrack can be part of the sound effects too, so it's not like that invalidates it. Basically, there was one recent indie game named Celeste that made me realize that sound effect and sound design is really fascinating and can make or break a game without the people necessarily even realizing there's a thing. Chrono Trigger, the sound and music are of such good moodset that's just weird one if it removes them. I see, fair enough. Wind Waker has a lot of funny noises when people are talking. It's not words, just emotive sounds that have a lot of personality. Yes, I actually really like that one. Basically, you don't need voice acting for your game, but just kind of babble like that. Sim babble, I think people called it at some point. It can actually be really efficient. It's the use... oh, Silent Hill. It's the use of industrial sounds in the first Silent Hill that makes just sound really scary and moody. Interesting. A Nautilus fossil. We can actually leave that there. Skyward Sword and Final Fantasy 15 are ones that stood up to me with really good sound effects. Nice. I was really impressed with Ocarina of Time and how the people playing blind could learn a lot from the sound links, footsteps and different undergrounds. Yes, actually, Ocarina of Time is probably one of the really good examples I feel that I know about. Like, there's probably other really good games, but Ocarina of Time really has a lot of attention to detail as well. Like something as simple as footsteps changing when you walk on different terrain, or the footsteps just kind of blending into the environment really well. Or other types of sound effects when you land after a jump in certain platformers, or just kind of splash into a wall or so. Speaking of splashing into a wall, maybe Super Meat Boy deserves an honorable mention here, because it's just really fitting when you jump into a wall and it just kind of makes that sound. It's just pretty good actually. Also the running sound of that game. Yeah, I think Super Meat Boy is probably up there, now that I think about it. The music in Yonder the Cloud. Catcher. Interesting, I've never heard of that one. Does a good job of creating an immersive feel in whatever biome you're in. Nice. That's very good to hear. What game had really good cool sound design? Braid. Oh, that's a good one too, right. I like Braid in sound design. It does use the music for the sound design as well, a lot. And as you say, it does basically because Braid has a very heavy theme of time. the slowdown, speed up, and how it sometimes even plays the music backwards ends up just making the game feel a lot more immersive, thanks to it being well done. I like that. Oops. Hard to read while trying to also catch stuff. Got a little tail. Oh, wait. No, I already have one of those in the box, I know that. Morrowind is probably the most solid for me off the top of your head. That's fair. Shadowrun Dragonfall also has fantastic sound design as well. A lot of the music in the game is just really fitting of the situation at hand. Had a section of the other night where I was in a sewer section with music that was actually kinda creepy. And even some that ended up going AFK at one point because there was a noise drip sound that I could have swore was coming from the kitchen. Oh boy. Fair. You're speaking music. Music is part of the sound design, but I'm more looking for sound effects, generally speaking. But music can be definitely part of the sound design. As basically Braid sets out as a really good example of that. Fallout 3's tracklist of songs played in Galaxy News Radio really did it for me. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like, what is that series called? BioShock? Infinite? They just put the music in there, and it just fits. Like, it's perfect for it, I dare to say. Super Metroid. I don't really remember how Super Metroid sounds, but probably has really good sound design too. I have not played enough to remember off the top of my head. All the ice-related sounds in Metroid are really good. Interesting. Which actually reminds me of a different thing where I remember some of the... I don't know which documentary it was, but basically when people were creating a game, they set out to just create real sound effects, and that's just kind of what you do. You just record sound effects of stuff you do. And at some point, they decided to go ahead and try to emulate the ice breaking sound effect by, well, breaking some ice. And it turns out that the ice breaking sound in real life was way less impressive than what they actually are looking for. So they ended up just kind of breaking styrofoam instead of ice, and that ended up sounding way better in the game. So that's an interesting one. I don't know which game that was for. Yeah, it's getting late. We should probably go for now. I feel like most games have too much background music for the ambient sounds to really play a role. Well, in certain instances that's true. Basically, if the background music is too strong, that the sound effects can't be really traced. But at the same time, sound effects don't have to be strong. They just have to be there to very, very subtly set the tone and mood of it. Like, that's kind of what I get back to with Celeste, in terms of, there's footsteps in that game. I don't think most people even know that, because I didn't realize it, even though I specifically was paying attention to the sound. It just has amazing sound design overall, where it just ends up working really, really well. Now let's see. Mutant carp. Hey, it looks pretty happy. You would notice if the ambient sounds weren't there though. Yes, ambient sounds or sound effects, they are usually very subtle. They just kind of help the game from being good to being great, in my opinion. As in, you will notice when the sound design is not good, but you rarely notice when the sound design is really good. It's something that you just expect to be there, but if it's really, really well done, it can make so much more than just being there. Or it can do so much more. Wait. Since when do I have wild horseradish and dandelions and stuff? I must have had those since ages and I just never realized it. And I could have put those into the thing too. Wow, I'm a derp. Ancient seeds. Can you... Can I grow those? Right now? That's a real question, by the way. Can I grow ancient seeds right now? Let's see. Simulacra game came out like last year, didn't it? I don't know that one. Dark Souls has great ambience design. Nice. Strong sound effects can be good. I really like those meaty thwacks in Street Fighter 2. Super Street Fighter 2 sound a lot less good in that regard for some reason. I see, yeah, definitely agree with... Basically, satisfying sound effects are definitely really, well, needed, even. As in, those are probably the first ones you notice when they are too weak or just off or something like that. Ancient seeds grown in every season except for winter. Oh. I could just plant one. Let's do this. I know there's a second one. There we go. Romp. The Rapide mod. All the little romps just jumping and hopping around. I love how that looks. Ouch. Come on, I wanted to pet you guys. Stop running around. Well, actually, no, don't stop running around. There's more. There's more of those. I already got you. I did not get you, did I? I didn't even check the iridium quality wool, did I? Haven't encountered any crows yet. Right, I haven't asked you before. Hello, Elfringer. How do you get that canopy effect? What is a canopy effect? What they asked. Put it here. I see. Thank you, Pendarin. Appreciate that. But it's still worth it to turn iridium quality wool into cloth. Iridium quality wool sells for more than cloth? Let's test again. Maybe I'll remember to check this time. Unlikely. Who knows? Do we just go fishing again? I think we just go fishing again. Oh, hang on. Before we do that, is our little coop complete at this point? No. Rowan is still working on it. Alrighty. Also, let me check real quick. Hey, little one, what are you doing? On the 44 pieces of hay. Probably need to fill that up sometime. But I think the filling up will happen by me just buying hay instead of trying to cut it down nowadays. Probably makes more sense. Alrighty, back to fishing. Oh, only 6. Oh, only 6 thingies left. Let's go and buy some more bait for now. A rusty spoon. A plain old spoon, probably 10 years old, not very interesting. And we still put it into the museum. Might be the one of the few honest descriptions. Probably could have given it to that guy up there. So, Willie, hey, we can bring him some clams. I think he likes clams. Hey Willie, how are you doing? Do you like clams? A gift, thanks. Indeed. So, bait. Oh, I can buy 5 at a time by holding shift. That's way faster. Alright, that should be good enough for now. Okay, we have bait again. Nice. I would just say, let's go and fish for a little while. So, let me try to catch up. Who else said something about the sound effects? An honorable mention now when I think of it. Welcome to the game too. Been watching a wall of it and can't hear it in your headphones, but the streamer can hear it. There's no music to the game since it's a horror game. All the stuff are random and you need to listen to the sound triggers, breathing, footsteps, someone tampering with your door, etc. You can't hear it in your headphones. I feel like that's basically a thing of surround sound effects not getting properly streamed. And the streamer would need to have specific settings. Sounds interesting though. Let's see. Sound effects in Mario 64 are so iconic. Anyone who's played enough or watched a speedrun knows that triple jump or long jump sounds like. True. I guess that's true, but it's a similar thing with Link's expressions as well. All From Software games have fantastic sound effects. They do have really good sound design, I do agree. You did mention that to me some time ago. What did you mention? Sorry, I may have lost track of what that might be about. By the way, you can see there's darker water around here. Basically, it has usually higher quality or different fish around the darker water parts. What I can do in theory, if I wanted to do that, is I can actually go out of bounds here. The part where you get 5 per click instead of 1. Oh, I see. Thank you. So, oh, I moved too early. Come on, I need to move a little bit down before I can do it. So I need to move a bit further up. Basically, I'm swinging the sword. Every time I do, I move 1 pixel forward, which allows me to basically get out of bounds here before triggering the screen transition. I move too early again. So I need to go a fair bit further, it seems like. There we go, now. So, the basic concept of why you even want to do this there we go. Is because now I can just walk over here onto the water. Why do you do this? Well, fishing out here yields higher quality fish. Basically, just strap your water walking boots on or cast levitate, either one of those work. But whenever I catch fish here, this will be, generally speaking, significantly higher quality than other places. The thing is, this is not too relevant for me now. I pretty much only get gold quality fish anyways, thanks to having higher fishing skill. But if you have low fishing skill and not such a good fishing rod, this is a really easy thing to do. What is this, World of Warcraft? I don't think so. Next trick, turning water into wine. I mean, if you consider the concept of growing grapes requires a lot of water, and then from the grapes you make wine, sure. Hey Supremacy, I ended up going out of bounds by just swinging my weapon across the screen transition trigger repeatedly until I'm past the trigger, and then I can just walk out of bounds and all around the map. It's nothing too fancy really. Kinda straightforward on how to do that even. Wait. So, other question. Let's stick to sound design and music, for example. Let's say, which game would you say has really good music for setting the mood, being in the game, but it's not necessarily music what you would listen to by itself? Like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, those have really amazing music, but you would also listen to those music pieces just because they are just really good music. But I'm sure there is music that you think is amazing for the game, but it's not really anything you would listen separately. What is something that you could think of in that respect? DuckTales. DuckTales indeed. Deus Ex. Interesting. Which one? Listen to the Deus Ex soundtrack. I've listened to a remix of the Deus Ex soundtrack, which ended up being really good. I've never even played Deus Ex myself. Not really watched much gameplay either. You don't mind listening to Elder Scrolls music outside of the game, honestly. Interesting. Most of the Elder Scrolls music for you. I see, fair. The music in World of Warcraft's Auchendon instance is amazing. I actually really like the intro music. I don't know whether it's still in the game, like the original one, where it was just a choir chanting. That was amazing. I would listen to that at any time. But I feel like there can be really a lot of music. I mean, obviously, for some people, oh, I listen to that separately, no problem, I really like it. But for other people, it's subjective. It's not like there's a wrong or right answer, generally speaking. For example, for me, Seeker of Mom, The Dark Lich. I still think that soundtrack is amazing and it's really cool. It's just perfect for the game. But as a sound, as music itself, I'm not that much into it actually, interesting enough. Pokemon, you'll always listen to remixes but not the original stuff. Interesting. Just the same, they change it a little bit every expansion. I see, fair enough. FTL, you often listen to when working, fair enough. I guess we can also make it the other way around. Just soundtracks you generally listen to regardless. What shoes do you have that makes you Jesus? I currently have space boots. So basically you can stand in space. And before anyone thinks, no, that's not the reason why I can stand on water. You can stand on water here because it's not, well, you can just walk on it. As long as you can get here, that is. You like most of the music in many games you play. Interesting. I guess a lot of games you like to play, generally speaking, the music is inherently good. That's just part of the reason why the game is good. So, true for me as well. So, we go back in bonds. Who is that ghost just walking around in the middle of night? It's Abigail. Hello. You like sardines? What am I supposed to do with this? I don't know. I don't know how to prepare fish. I figure you may know. Hmm. Ragnarok Online had the good music you wouldn't listen to outside of the game. Interesting, because for me, Ragnarok Online is the kind of more or less perfect kind of background music. I would listen to it, but only under specific circumstances. Well, outside of a few tracks. A few tracks are actually really good. But yeah, that's definitely a fair one as well. Am I a fishing hero? No, I have not even fishing skill at max yet. Alright, it's raining. And our first set of... Oopsie. Our first set of coffee beans have grown already. It's probably the places where it was watered on the first day already. So I'm not going to pick them yet. I'm going to pick them once they are all ready. Good morning, everybody. Too rainy for you guys outside, I guess. I still remember when I accidentally closed the door on Prof Ness and he stayed outside the entire night. And then it was raining the next day and I was wondering, hey, what are you doing outside there? And then I realized, oh, I closed the thing. Oh, shoot. But Prof Mess didn't mind. I think he liked it even. It was kind of in the adventure, wild outside, or something like that. But yeah, thank you for, by the way, your opinions and discussion. I appreciate those. Always nice. And this is kind of the perfect type of game where we just have time for that. Let's actually see real quick. No, I cannot give him any more of those. This game looks fun actually. This game here is amazing. I can tell you that much. It's just... You can power game it if you want to. You can just relax, lean back and play it that way if you want to. You can play it in so many different ways. It's really, really nice. Oh, our coop is done, which means... Oh, we also have honey. Wild honey. Our coop is done, which means we can go ahead and... I would say just fill it up with chicken and ducks. I'm not going to be... raffling out Warriors names. I don't plan on keeping those little animals. Baldur's Gate 2 is kind of like that for me, I guess. I play the game and always have OA on for it and such, but can never remember any of the music from the game outside of the main menu theme or any other time. Right, actually that's true too. For me, for a long time, Zelda: A Link to the Past was one of those games too. Like, the music is good, but it was not memorable in the same sense as other music was. So, let's purchase some animals. And I would say get some chicken. Grinny, Gracie, Turturs. No, that's a Checkhoot. Teppa, Pole, Nosy, Lurtle, Toss, Macabell, Niskers, Nuss, Killy, Bobo, Snaku. Snockley, sure. Alrighty, another one here. I think we only need one duck. But chicken we probably want to have multiple ones. Snackert, So, Makumu, Meta, Bella, Rack, Konyo, Pracy, Tsunimo, Nerta. You know, actually, I have an idea. We have a pony already. Let's get a horse. Get a duck here too. Once again, those are mainly just here for completing the community center. Nicardo. So what is the duck going to be? Paul is the Swedish version of Horsey. Nice. The Preston Tale music? Donald? Or... Let's go with Donald. Mr. Duck. I don't know how many animals actually fit in here. I guess we'll see. Lamp? Okay, we have a lamp. Either Donald or Scrooge. Yep. Actually, I don't think we need more chicken. It'll be fine. Avoid pony? Yes, we have regular chicken now. And a duck. Ling. Yeah, actually, they still need to grow up. The regular chicken will take actually way longer than the duck. That's that. It just... Look. It's basically like... Look. And then it... Whack. Oh. Oh, that thing is not in a good position, is it? Because they will not be able to go outside tomorrow. Speaking of going outside, I need to befriend them in order for them to be giving me big Oh, 4 is actually the maximum anyways. Oh. I need to befriend them in order for them to give me big eggs eventually. So I need to make sure they're happy. I need to put this house one tile further left. Since I can't remove this one here. Yeah, maybe I can remove that bush over there. And Shilp, I would ask you to basically not automatically post links that are completely unrelated, because that could be at the same time be used as false advertising, and that's not necessarily appreciated. So whatever this once was, it now is in ruins. Oh. Oh hi. Oak resin is complete here. Hang on. I did not see that oak resin. Wait, we still don't have maple syrup. Oh right, maple is at the bottom right. That's only what I'm just about to get soon-ish. Right. Something is brewing. Prompt. It's so hard for you to think of the English lyrics for DuckTales. I don't know them either. I don't even know the German ones, honestly, because it aired for such a brief period of time that I never really got to watch it around here. That's that. Oh, by the way, it's raining. Can I create more fishing tackles? I needed sap for those, didn't I? 10 sap. Yeah. 1 PM already. Huh, what I've been doing the entire day. Not a whole lot, is the answer, but oh well. Oh, also, while I'm going up there anyways, let's get all the rocks. Not that. All the rocks and also wood. And maybe this, and maybe we need hardwood. I don't know what we need. Where's the rocks? Oh, I still have them in my inventory. I forgot about that. Alrighty. Can get quite far still. Nice. Silly rabbit napping in the food box. I mean, there's a lot of food there. Sounds like a reasonable place to sleep for me. Hello! How are you doing? Upgrade or construct farm building, the big coop. We need 400 wood. How much do we have? Alright, not quite enough, but we can just buy the rest. Didn't I just buy enough? Oh, I did. What? Oh, I thought I see. I see what happens. It looked like a 6 to me. No, actually, I would like to not upgrade my house. Are you crazy? Oh. Here we go. Wait, I wanted to move it as well. Oh no, I can't move it now. Until later. Whoopsie. That's less than ideal. I've never seen higher quality algae. Used to be always a throwaway type of thing. Did I go and pet all the pets? Did I forget any? I probably forgot some, didn't I? Another challenge is trying to make it to a certain level of the skull cavern, like 100. Right. We reached 102 in our first real dive. And, well, the iridium we got from that has been sufficient so far. Wait. Okay, rusty old spur. World record for 120 is 102 or something. Okay. Oh, you mean the regular one, 120? One or 2 minutes? Because an hour and 2 minutes sounds like a pretty lengthy amount of time. Or does it have restrictions like you have to just go into the skull cavern, nothing else? 1 hour and 2 minutes. Because I was just thinking, wouldn't it be faster to just sleep all the way to the pumpkin festival, get a duplicate a bunch of golden pumpkins and then just buy stairs all the way down? Greetings. What is the timer for? Oh. Oh, I forgot to remove that. Timer has no reason to exist for this, actually. I forgot to remove that from timing something else earlier. I mean, no one mentioned it so far, right? He asked me that or something. I go, oops. I guess someone did mention it. What it is the ninja, so you don't count. Probably. Because ninjas are invisible. Something like that. You like the more generic channels like 1 million in 1 year, because there's so many more ways of accomplishing that than a more specific goal like explore in caverns. Well, Ali also said it. I see. Sorry, I forgot. So yeah, thank you Dragon18 for bringing that up. Appreciate that. And greetings, I hope you're doing well. You hate this fishing minigame? Aww. The nice thing is you don't have to do it. Personally, I kind of enjoy just kind of sitting here and doing nothing basically, aside from fishing a little. Oh, hang on. Wasn't El Maga's tournament match today, ladies and gentlemen? Does anyone know where that might be? I missed that one. Fishing is awesome. When you play this game, it was all you did. Nice. You do nice. Thank you, Ak. Appreciate that. What year? This is year 2. We just basically entered the second spring. We set up our entire farm with lots of coffee beans, which I think should be ready tomorrow. And our final coup for just having a ton of rabbits is soon ready. And yes, this game is on Steam. I believe you can also get it from other platforms like GOG, if I'm not mistaken. But the main release is probably on Steam. 70 minutes. Alrighty. In that case, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be playing for a day, 2 or 3 more. Probably until the end of the week of this game. And then I'm probably going to be done for today. I would like to watch the match between Omegas and whoever might be the poor victim. Because he's going to win, of course he is. I mean, he was in context and asked for. I get to listen to you then? Well, sounds good to me. I like your commentary. What match is it? It is Zelda Link to the Past Randomizer. Standard mode. It is a spring tournament that just started this week. We had our match yesterday. So basically 1 match per person per week. It is, I think, 512 participants, or was it 520? No, I think 512 is that. It's actually really good. Link to the Past Randomizer 3. Sounds good. According to Beowulf in Magus Discord, Magus vs Fiend was happening at 1 PM. Oh my goodness. Really? Right, I remember that. The Dragon Feeny versus Magus. Poor Dragon Feeny. Not going to stand a chance on this. Although, she could surprise us. She is pretty decent at those kinds of things. I don't know how good she is in Randomizer though. It's actually going on now? Oh, I see. Well, I missed that one. Please no spoilers then. I'm going to just watch the VOD. He'll be fine. Right, he also has a 2v2 match. What is his standing actually for the 2v2 tournament? By the way, the 2v2 tournament is quite interesting too, by the way. It's basically there's 2 racers being allowed to communicate and organize and do stuff. And I believe the seeds or the mode they're playing is always somewhat randomized. Because it's a mystery tournament, yeah. Which would be the biggest reason why I'm not participating. I don't like entrance randomizer. Actually, I guess one entrance randomizer once in a while is fun, but I would not be able to play that one particularly well, I don't think. The 2v2 tournament is a double elimination. They are in the quarterfinals for losers bracket, playing against a team that actually eliminated them. Oh wow. I see. Might do it eating sweet at some point. Curious enough, no. Energy gets replenished by sleeping. It's almost as good as eating. Just only once per day. But you could also use food. Alrighty. Let's head back for now. Orb. I was somewhat hoping that maybe the legend fish would already show up, but I think our fishing skill is too low. Someone did mention that we would need it to be at level 10. No, wrong thing. Bus station. Leek and dandelion. Bum 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 bum. Dong 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 dong. Oh. What? No, not that. Hang on, let me actually move this one down here. Because it's always been a bit out of the way. I'll put this in here. Also probably put the oak resin and pine tar in here. We see Maisie AAKZ. Welcome, how are you doing? Void essence, right. Which means wizard. Which we cannot feed yet anymore. I'm pretty sure he is preparing them and cooking them in his pot for food. Bling. Oh boy. Dear Mothilla, tomorrow we're holding the Egg Festival in the town square. You should arrive between 9 AM and 2 PM if you'd like to attend. You wouldn't want to miss the annual egg hunt. Sure. Blackberry wine is complete. I assume you can't make spring onion wine. Nope. Yes, something else here. Wild plum wine. Sure. Sounds like a good plan. Good morning, everybody. So tomorrow is the wild egg hunt. That sounds actually like a fun thing to do. I already pet you? I didn't pet you. Don't run away! No! I already pet you too. Right, I'm surprised now. So, by the way, our coffee is ready. The first number of coffee beans has been released. I need to be careful to not accidentally pick up the tulips over there. Yes, kitty, you're from the other one. And you decided to just go back inside, Leflin. I thought there was someone behind here. Or not. So, I also need to real quick go down here because the little ones cannot get outside because of that tree stump. The quack is the first one. Good morning. Where are the other two? Come outside, guys. So, now it's about to harvest coffee. Lots of coffee. I have no idea how much coffee that is, but it's probably a lot. And Holy Smith, subscribe for 8 months in a row. Thank you. Roms times 8. Thank you so much for 8 Roms. Welcome back, Kendall. Glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, if I miss any, feel free to point those out. I was talking to the rabbit left when you ended up just kind of staying inside while everybody else was already outside. You can relate, you don't want to go outside every day. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of coffee beans. It is, yes. That's the fun about this. And they grow like every other day or something like that, where you can get more coffee beans. I like those, it's just kind of... There's something satisfying about just collecting a ton of those coffee beans with pretty much little effort, or really. You're guessing the coffee beans sell really well in this game? No, well, compared to other crop, not really. But since there are so many, they are pretty decent actually. Hey, that's Romus, how are you doing? You're in the way of my coffee. Get over there, please. Harvesting this every other day could get old. Maybe. Maybe eventually. We'll see. It's not like I have to harvest it every other day. Sometimes I could just leave it there because the color is kinda nice. Brown used to be my favorite color. Still kind of is, at least a specific type of shade of it. Hey Silverfire, how are you doing? What is that thing over there? Oh, it's a rabbit! Of course it's a rabbit, what else would it be? Please move over. I need to be able to harvest. Silverfire, come on! You had enough pets already today. Alright, good morning. I need to... Coffee. I need the coffee! Brings to you, Maisie. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate those. Did I miss you earlier when you responded? Sorry if that happened. But welcome again. Hope you're doing well. The field never ends. Oh, it does eventually. I think there's another rabbit over there. Yep. Hey Luvona, how are you doing? So, that was not all of it. We still have a bit more over here. I love the rabbits just kind of hopping around in the plants. It's kind of neat. Hello, Phoenix. I wish there was a way where you could specify that you want to interact with pets rather than anything else. Because this is going to get difficult. Oh, one of them I didn't pet yet. Yeah, it's a bit more. Oh boy. I mean, the thing is, in-game time-wise, it's only 11 AM at this point almost. Because whenever I pick up the coffee beans, time briefly stops. In-game time-wise. The rabbit is just sitting on the statue on the left. Or not. Kind of looked like it. You know, I can optimize this a little bit by doing something like this. I want to do that. Hello, who are you? Bognyabo! Greetings. I would like to get to this thing, thank you. Alrighty, that is pretty much all coffee, except minus the ones that I couldn't pick up here, because the rabbit decided, nope, I want that plant. Hello, get out of my way, please. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. There we go. That's all the coffee. And we got, for our first harvest, 999 regular coffee beans, 254 of those coffee beans, 228 of those, and another 999 of the regular ones, and a lot of coffee. Let's see how much one harvest of coffee beans is worth. Hey man, Bonsai Beer, I appreciate that. Please no spoilers, I would appreciate that indeed. And actually, Bonsai Beer, if you could do me a favor and link me the VOD with timestamp when the restarts, that would be much appreciated. So it's Friday, by the way, so we can go over to this lady here. Hello. Let's see, lobster, survivor burger, large egg. Yes, finally. Alrighty, we just need to have one white large egg instead now. Thank you, Bonsai Beer, appreciate that. Let's see whether we can... No, still the same week. Maybe I should sell the cloth as well. I'm not sure how much the coffee will be worth until when basically the coop is ready to get upgraded again. Do you have any more? I do. Meow. I mean, I pet all the rabbits. Pet you too. $2,550 coffee beans. I guess so. That's about the number, yes. You know what? I'm going to put everything into the community center now. I'm also going to deliver the apple now. Because the apple tree will eventually grow and eventually fall will come around where, well, the apple will be useful then too. Rare seed. I already have the super sweet fruit for the star thingy. I don't think I need more. So, we have 5 gold quality parsnips. And a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. This room is here complete. So, the pantry. Let's see, artisan bundle. We do have... Where did I put the peach? We did have a peach. Did I not take it with me? Huh. I was pretty sure we had a peach somewhere. Oh well. Large egg. Finally. We actually have both large eggs, so the chicken unfortunately are going to be somewhat pointless. So we just need large gold milk, and a duck egg at this point. So yeah, we can probably just make space for rabbits in that case, as soon as that's a thing. Your peach is in another castle. Greens to electricity. Your girlfriend lost Stardew Valley and was wondering how many hours you've put into this character, or the game overall. I've put about 140 hours into the game overall now. This character here specifically is like 35-ish now. Something like that. So, let's see. Quality. And that's complete. Nice. And we get a preserve jar. That's kind of adorable, I guess. Next up we have this. And the parsnip. The green bean and the cauliflower are on the way. I know that much. Summer crops will come in summer for obvious reasons. I was so sure we had a peach somewhere. Here's the apple for this one. Ah. I must have forgotten to take it with me. Or it wasn't in the chest. Twitch being twitchy is a weird way, is a valid way to say how the video was acting. It's possible that I have frame drops again. Might be on my end. But I'm doing local recording, so I can upload the entire thing the normal way eventually. We get 5 gold bars for this. Huh. Alright. So here we need 3 apples. We need bunch of things. Yeah. The maki roll and the truffles are the big ones. I really hope to get a maki roll from the traveling merchant sometime, because truffle is reasonably simple to get. Just build a barn and have a pig, and you will get a truffle soon enough. Oh yeah, that's that. Can't wait for Resident Evil Legend to come out. Oh, RE Legend? Is it a Resident Evil with RE? I have no idea what it means otherwise. I don't have a pig. You would need to build a barn for that. Why is everyone posting links today? I mean, some of them are relevant. It's an amazing gift for my people. It is a great honor to receive something like this. Crobos really likes boiled mayonnaise. And you know, I figured I had one already, might as well bring it to him. Bonk, 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 bonk. So I will also need more wood, which I could just buy most of it, but what else should I do today? I'm not sure. Let's see. So is RE actually Resident Evil in this case? Looks like the VOD is not up yet. Alrighty, thank you. And hey, Loading Clown, welcome. How are you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. The interesting thing is, what I was just thinking, I could upgrade the axe, but how many more trees am I going to really fell? Is that the correct word? How many trees am I really going to harvest anymore at this point? Because it's probably not that many. So I don't think upgrading the axe is going to be all that great. Would be neat this to make the pigs look like rhymers. That would be amazing. Oh, I would have a full barn full of rhymers in that case. I would love that. That would be fantastic. Holy cow. Wow. I love that idea. Could someone replace the sprites of pigs with rhymers? That's amazing. I like it. Waiting for the coffee. Aw. Coffee! That was correct. Alrighty, thank you. Tea? I like tea. It's pretty good too. But this one is never going to grow because it's next to a tree that I'm not going to be felling, which would also, I think, prevent this one from growing. We have a nice forest going on over here. I like it. And all the rabbits are already gone home. Good night, rabbits. So... oh, there's the peach. Let me go and put that into the community center real quick. not Resident Evil. It's a cute looking 3D Stardew thingy. Does it have a full name? Or is RE the entire name of it? I feel like 3D would need to be really well done for it to be working for this kind of setting for me. Like, I'm not usually into 3D models. It can work really well. I kind of like cel-shaded styles a lot, but it might be really difficult. There's the peach. Bundle complete. Alrighty. And we get another keg, that's nice. So, spring crops we soon have. An animal bundle is kind of on the way. We now need duck egg and hope for large milks. And tomatoes, that is all for summer eventually. RE Legend is the name of it. I see. That's so weird. I was wondering, wait, Resident Evil? How is that? That doesn't make sense. But basically if it's kind of like a 3D Stardew Valley thingy, then that makes sense. So, blackberry wine. Oh. Well, not great for your health, but that's okay. Sell. Sell those two. Actually, no. It's my energy thing if I ever need any. That's that. Put those in here. This in there too. Might as well put another keg here. Oh, that's a preserve jar. I guess I can put that there too. I'm not really going to plan on using it, but who knows, maybe someday. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let us see how much coffee we get today. Well, that's a lot more than I expected it to be. So, 990 coffee beans are worth pretty much 15,000 gold. That's pretty good, if you ask me. That's pretty good. Day 13. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to be our last day for Stardew Valley for today. We'll be having some more of that sometime. Not entirely sure when, but sometime. As you can see, they just eat all the grass that is somewhat close by. Guys, they're stuck in between that thing, or they're just probably playing around like that, bouncing from one place to another. Makes sense to me. Is that a mod? It is. It's a minor mod. Basically, you just replace some graphics files from, well, rabbits to rabbits. It's not actually a new animal. It is still rabbits, technically. By, well, all means and purposes, it is rabbits. They produce the same things as rabbits. They do the same things as rabbits. It's basically rabbits. And we have one pony as well. And every day I need to hack this thing away, else the little guys cannot come outside. Good morning. Quack. Did you just see that? It just got whoop. And it's gone. They were hungry. Those are hungry, holy cow. Oh, and just a cauliflower left. We have a green bean. And yes, the void chicken is named Pony. Because that's what the random generator suggested, just kind of Pony. And I just said, alrighty, sold. And I went with Pony. Alrighty guys, have fun. I'm going to the market or something like that, because today is the Egg Hunt Festival. Where Nod rabbits have laid a lot of eggs. Because rabbit eggs would not be so great. Hey, what are you doing here, Pam? It's the Egg Festival. Come on. Hello. Strawberry seeds. Plush bunny. Hello. No one really talks to me. I just come here for the deviled eggs. Hello. How are you doing? Okay. Just wanted to see whether I could walk through him. Hi, who are you? I'm not a big fan of the eggs, to tell you the truth. Me neither. Well, they are good as a... what's the word? Product that was converted. But eggs themselves? Nah. Hi. I hope everyone is enjoying the food. I've been cooking for days to get everything ready. Fried eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs, deviled eggs, scrambled eggs, chocolate eggs, you name it. I like this guy. He's always there when he makes the food. Is Pam a witch? Pam a witch? I don't know, is Pam here? Or is she actually at the... No, she's here. Hello! Taking breaks from work can make you more productive in the long run. Yeah, that's true. Who should we talk to? Willy, hello! Sometimes I'll hide an egg too. Well, no one finds it. Well, until summer rolls around, then the hot air starts to bring out the rotten smell. She's here, but she's leaving town too. Yeah, I guess. Hello. I always look forward to these gatherings. It makes the valley feel like a real community. Did otherwise another one? Should I get strawberries? I like strawberries, but it's a bit late now for them. I like strawberries. Hello. Searching for eggs is like going for a treasure hunt. Sure. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Hi, do we start now? I rudely walk in between those guys conversing. You think everyone's ready for the egg hunt yet? Yes, let's get started. It's time for the highlight of today's festivities, the annual spring egg hunt. Calm down now, kiddos. You're going to need all your energy if you hope to find the most eggs and take home the exclusive prize. Alrighty, everyone ready? Now. Everyone ready? Let the hunt begin! Alrighty. You're just too slow. RP Loft Mona? What? You can actually read that? I wish the music would continue on for longer. Also, I'm pretty sure I just lost this one. I was too slow. I knew you could read the tombstone, but I think you needed to learn Dwarfish. I did not win this one, did I? Wow, look at all these eggs. Now, if I only could get you kids to pick up litter this efficiently, we'd have the cleanest town of this side of the gem sea. Now for the winner of this year's egg hunt. Abigail! Hooray! Congratulations. Here's your prize, Abigail. Enjoy! Well then, that's it for this year's Egg Festival. Thanks for coming, everybody. Remember, I've already won the last year's Egg Hunt, so it might actually get gradually more difficult. I don't know whether that's true or not, though. So, let's see whether we can plant some strawberries somewhere. This looks like a nice place for strawberries, if you ask me. Hooray. Those are very basic sprinklers, by the way. Only the fields right next to it are covered, the 4 squares. So basically, if I were to place one here, it would not get sprinkled by the sprinkler. I put one sprinkler here, just kind of hidden behind the tree. It's getting late! Oh no! Yeah, basically that's my reasoning here. I'm not watering plants by hand. I just don't do that anymore. That would be silly. Good night, kitty, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for lurking. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. Maybe until next time. Good night. More coffee!